Hello friends, today in this tutorial I will be telling you that how to export SVG images to PNG and JPG images inside Node.js, and we will be after this later on we will be converting this to a web application inside browser. So you have seen these converters. If you just type here, go to Google here and just type here SVG to PNG. So there are very converter kinds of websites which allows you to do this process. So you need to upload your SVG file and then it will download to PNG. So similar application we will also be developing it inside this tutorial. So there is a special library inside Node.js which allows you to do this SVG export. You can see this is a package. 2000 weekly downloads are there. So it also works in the command line. You can see that this is the command which is required to install it. Npm install SVG export. You can globally install it by passing this flag which is -g, so which allows you to work inside the command line if you want to convert your SVGs to PNG. Let me show you how to do this. So for doing this you need to create a directory. Let me create a new directory inside the project directory. Let me go into this directory. So now I will open this in Visual Studio text editor. You can use any text editor of your choice. So now first of all we will initialize package.json file. You will see it will initialize package.json file. So first of all I will show you how to globally install this. So npm i-g for globally installing it, and then followed by the library which is SVGExport. So this is a package. So basically this will install this library globally inside your system. So it will take some time, 5 to 10 seconds. So after it installs you can use this library. So if you're watching it for the very first time guys, then please hit the like button, subscribe the channel. So now you type xpg export. You can see the command is working. So here you need to pass, you can change the format, you can change to PNG, JPG or JPG. You can also change the quality of the image from 1% to 100%. So all these options you can pass. You can also change the size as well. So let me now move a image that I downloaded, which is this image. This is a SVG image. You can see that SVG images are nothing. They are made inside HTML. They are special images which can only be viewed in the browser. So if you just see SVG type here, they are different from normal images. Scalable vector graphics, the full form. So basically it's an XML based markup language. So it's a scalable vector graphics. So it's not an image, it's kind of graphics which is present inside browser. So now to export it to PNG and JPG, I will move this file into our current directory. So let me cut this and paste it inside our folder which is SVG export. We have created this folder. Let me now go to SVG export and simply paste this image here. So now you will see test.svg. So if you now open this code here, you will see now this all contains XML code here. As you can see here, this is XML code. If you have studied XML, you will recognize here. You can also edit this image by changing all these colors. This is hexadecimal code here of the colors. If you study XML, you can also edit this image. So now we need to convert this to a PNG image. So what we can do is that I have written a complete blog post regarding this tutorial on coding Shiksha. So this is a blog post, step-by-step instruction is given. So if you want to follow this while watching this live stream, you can go to the description of the video. So in the description, I have written this, given this blog post link, so you can go to it. So now there is a simple command here which allows you to convert this to a PNG. Let me show you. So SVG export, and then you need to tell the input file name. So the file is test.svg followed by the output file name. So output.png, and you can also scale this image 1.5x. So if I don't scale it, just convert this. So just notice in the root directory, a file will be created, output.png. So we have successfully exported the vector graphics SVG image or SVG file to a PNG image. So now you can do the same thing, just SVG export test.svg, and then we can also export to output.jpg. So if I run this command, you will see now a JPG file is created. So this is the JPG file here. So from this library we can export SVG files to PNG and JPG. You can see in the command line. It is that easy. You can also pass scaling options as well. 1.5x. You can scale this image. If you now open this, the image will be larger. So you can also change the quality as well. So I have shown you all these options you can pass here. You will see quality wise SVG export, test.svg, and then low quality, let me low.jpg, and then you can pass quality to 1%. So now this will be low quality. You will see the image is blurred, pixelated. You can see you can change the quality also by passing the quality flag. So this is the way by which you can use this library. Now we can convert this to a web application by installing Express and Malter. So simply install these packages in the application. So now you can see our Express and Malter is installed. So now we can make index.js. Simply make the Express server. So this is just the boilerplate code to make a simple Express app.listen. So when we load the home page, we need to show index.html file here. So now we can make this index.html file. So simply this will be a simple form where you can upload your SVG file, and simply when you hit the button it will be converted SVG to PNG, JPG. So we have a form. The action will go to SVG to PNG image. Method will be post, and here you need to provide encoding type to multipart form data, and here we need to uh, have a simple input field of file. Name will also be file. This should be required. After that we will have a button export to image, and after this guys we can also have a simple select also. Select will be here. We can give two options. Either you can change to PNG, export this to PNG. This will be selected by default, and the next option will be you can export this to JPG. So this will be JPG. So basically now if I run this application by typing nodemon index.js, so you will see app has started. If I run this here, localhost So you can see we have two options. Either you can export to PNG or JPG. PNG is officially selected when you load the page. So here you need to let me just make a slight modifications. So here you only need to accept only the SVG file. So here we can simply say SVG. So now if you reload this, let me see, dot SVG. So you can see now only the SVG files are there. So now you need to go to where is my stored here, SVGExport. You can see that. So you can also do that. So now we need to create a directory where we can store all these input images. So for that you need to create a uploads folder in the root directory. So right here we will include our Malter module. So you need to require it. Also need to require the path module, which is a built-in module of Node.js. And here guys we will write our post request app.post. So this is a post here, SVG to image. So first of all we need to tell Malter library where the images will be storing. So we can simply say that Malter extension. You will see all this code here. So in the after this live stream guys, I will create a blog post and give the full source code, so don't worry about the source code. So let me paste this. So here we are telling the storage, me include once again the path module. So you can see we have created the storage variable, and here I have defined the uploads directory where the images will be stored here, and then the file name. It will be having this extension. Unique file name will be given. And then here we need to only upload a single file. So here we will give the name attribute that we have defined here. You can see that, which is file here. So here we will pass. So right here inside this post request, we will call this middleware, which is upload, and we will upload this file request response. If any sort of error take place, we can console log that error in uploading file. If no error take place, then we can simply convert this image. So here we need to include a child execute method. So this needs to be required from the built-in module of child process, and here we can execute our command line SVGExport. So here we can give output file name as well. So first of all we can get the extension uh, format, which is request.body.format. For this we also need to have the body parser guys also, so you need to require it. And initialize these two lines, which is body parser dot URL encoded. Let me body dash parser, let me have URL encoded extended to false, and body parser dot JSON. So just write these two lines. So now we can get whatever format the user select here. So we can have given this name attribute, which is format. So we will get this format, and simply we will construct the output file name, output file date.now, and then extension we will concatenate format, sorry, dot format, like this. So here SVG export, and then we will put the input file, which is request.file.path, and then the output file. And now we will have three: check if any sort of error, standard output. So here we will check if any sort of error take place. We will say error in conversion of SVG. If no error take place, then we can simply download the file in the as attachment. So we can pass output file. That's it. So now the application is all complete, guys. Now we can test it inside the browser. Let me now open this. So if I choose the file here, SVGExport, let me see here, upload this. So either I can export to PNG or JPG. Let me now export to PNG. Click this button. Now you can see that it is downloading undefined. Let me see if any sort of error take place. Oh sorry, we haven't mentioned this needs to be output. So output dot now let me again refresh this. It is saying undefined. Let me see, guys, why it is having this undefined error. Let me console log request.file.path. Let me check if it is uploading it. You can see the images are uploading successfully in the uploads directory, but it is not converting it. Let me also check the format if it is getting correct. Console log format. So it is coming out to be undefined. That's the problem here. It is, let me check here, index.html. This is having format. Let me see here how to get. So this will give the option request.body.example. Oh, I think you need to give this as a value. Let me check. I have given this value here. Select. I have given this name here, so I don't know why it is not option value, option it is selected. Request.body.format. Let me see here. I don't know guys why it is coming undefined, so what we can do is that we can hard code this. You can also try it on your own system as well if you check. Let me hard code this. So in this I can simply change .png. So now this will change to PNG. So now if you run this application, choose your SVG, click export to image. So now you can see it has converted to PNG file. You can see that. Again you can do this. You can see that. In this you can just change to JPG. So now you can see it has converted to JPG. So in this way you can export your vector scalable vector graphics SVG file to PNG and JPG image inside Node.js and Express. And in the description of this video you can see in this blog post all this source code will be there. Let me edit and update this blog post and include all this source code so that you can download this. So in the description of the live stream, so